matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars and LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Gamecocks will kick it away first. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, BYU.
People still filling in the stands, and it takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will take the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what...
It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. So the BYU Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He'll throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To work up top. Pressure coming. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Throwing right. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here we go. He's got it on the right. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds
Intense,
his
man.
man,
Let's go,
it's
Mike.
Jean-Pierre. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. Hands it off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire metro.
He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
God, those ones that you got.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quick completion on the out. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Cougars with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Just keeps slinging it. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets it down at the 23.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical. Defense, it brings up a 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On the run, fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incomplete.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense calls the timeout. Second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Complete to the right. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down mark.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Off and running. He's at the top. Going the other way, and he takes it all the way back. Oh, what a way to finish the half, and what a disastrous way for this offense.
And how about the finish to this first half? This defense trying to hold on, not give up points. They flip the script, force the fumble, scoop it up, score it, and bring all the momentum right into the half with this football team.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad. Third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The offense changing the play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. It's complete. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught. Close to the marker. It's Smallwood. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Offense gets set for second down. He might want another play. Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Sims. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Past the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. It's complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Virginia Tech is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost feels like they were ready the moment they arrived at the stadium. They're up by 34 over Oregon. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Send the tight end in motion. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The option look. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going as well.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got his man on the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
He makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to throw again. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Cook. Oh, he got loose. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Cougars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Let's it fly. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, BYU! The defense takes matters into its own hands. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
They'll try. To their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And here we go, final play of the game right here. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. These corners backing off a bit. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected.